Yeah, if you try me today, you gon' die today. On my knees, I've been praying for about a day. The meaning and sin try to fade away. Oh shit. Yeah, I be here working on 90 days. You'll be slow on my dick and she proud of me. No one know me, now bitches surrounding me. Ain't no know me, I will never change on. All my niggas, they really stay down for me. Double R.
Alright.
If you could summarize your opinion towards women.
Like what I think of them?
Yes.
I do think they are very important, but...
Bruh. But...
Some topics are hard to approach.
More and more male hatred against women is rising up.
You might call this a new phenomenon.
Either the subjects are inaccessible or people are uncomfortable discussing them.
If you're an ugly guy, you better get a good job and make some money, because nobody's gonna want to talk to you.
Girls,
that's tough.
I will destroy you.
You don't deserve to get laid at all!
So we found those subjects in person, rented a space in Hollywood, and invited our audience and any strangers walking by to come
Wait, you said
inside
what?
and ask them anything.
Deserve to get laid. I deserve it.
Okay. Hey, I'm Brendio. I also go by Derek. I'm an incel, and I'm here to answer people's questions.
This nigga
about the
following
topic.
me on Discord. No, we good.
Start. Hi, how are you?
Hi, I'm good.
So you're an incel.
Yes.
Why would you ever sign up to do this?
Sign up to do
I want
this.
to give more of a positive light on this community, which is a very negative light upon it.
Okay. And do you
A
think
more
that's
positive light on being an
Yes.
incel.
a good thing? Why is
Okay.
that?
Because a lot of the boys in this community aren't bad people.
But you acknowledge that a good handful of them are, right?
Not a good handful, I would say a small handful.
Who hurt you, or what happened? What event sort of catalyzed this way of thinking and you getting into this kind of research?
Society.
If a woman was elected as president of the United States,
Stop the cap!
how would you react?
I don't know. It probably would depend on the.
Bro, look at the drip. Look at the drip. Look at the drip. You feel me? I fuck with it. I fuck with it. I fuck with it. I fuck with it.
I do think that men should be the
I fuck with
leaders.
the
And
drip.
women should be the caregivers and the loving,
The
supporting,
caregivers.
and the teachers. In some cases.
Since women of color or just
That
women in
sounds
general
kinda
have been
default.
oppressed by certain systems and other oppressed communities, especially LGBTQ+, all those don't really fit with the spectrum that incels or you have been talking about. So why do you think your method of thought would help fix what we have today?
I probably wouldn't view the things that you might view as oppression. I have a feeling. I would view it more as how we treat children that we love. We control them, but we control them lovingly. Not
What is
as
this nigga
slaves,
even
not
talking
as
about?
We're forcing them to do things against their will. I would view it more as a
What?
loving domestic.
I don't even know what this nigga
If
talking
we were to
about
do it
right
in
now.
a civilized way, maybe in a more, even a Christian way, even though I'm not
Christian
really
way.
advocating for a certain religion or ideology. I would assume that women would probably be happier. And I wouldn't just assume that blindly. I would assume that based on the data that I have seen.
What data have you seen that has brought you to this conclusion? Because I'm now curious where I can get this data from.
I couldn't reference it offhand, but I believe there was a study that I can't remember the name of it off the top of my head.
Okay. What do you think it is about liberal areas that create behavior in women that you think is a problem?
Promiscuity leads to increased standards in more primitive aspects, such as looks, and that typically makes it harder for some people to find a relationship, including sometimes good-looking people. There's guys who are much better looking than I am who are having a really hard time finding someone in a place like LA or in London or in Auckland, New Zealand, but they probably would have a perfectly fine time finding a woman somewhere else.
So you think that promiscuity is...
Do you think his point is valid?
His?
Yeah.
Kinda, but like, alright, so here's the thing. He's talking about guys that look way better than him that have trouble. This guy is like, I don't know. Okay, let me. Just let me. I forgot what I was originally.
The problem, and if people were more monogamous and more withholding, that would sort of fix society.
Yeah, I suppose people are more traditionalist.
There have been a few mass shootings in the past where these shooters actually stated that they were incels or were radicalized by online incels. What do you think about their actions?
I condemn their actions. I don't believe violence is the solution. I don't believe attacking random people is going to fix anything, whether they're, women or men. I do think that the reason why they committed those actions was probably because of out of desperation or out of, mental problems that probably could have been prevented had the right support was in their community, in their household. If people saw what they were posting and saw what they were experiencing in life and did something to help them.
Was there a pivotal moment in your life, like a straw that broke the metaphorical camel's back?
It's constant years of rejection, no matter who the person was. Constant years of rejection.
No, that's tough. Constant years of rejection, just over and over and over again, just brings you to a point where you're just like,
damn. In my life. It did kind of push me towards more, I suppose.
Who claims that though? Who claims being an incel? Imagine claiming being an incel. Couldn't be me.
Radical.
Couldn't be me. Won't
beliefs,
ever be me.
But I suppose they're only like radical, but they're more just old beliefs, really.
No, it sounds like I had another metaphor like death by 1,000 cuts. It's not like one pivotal moment. It sounds like a bunch of things built up over time.
Yeah.
I don't even know
One
why
of
you
the
say like
common criticisms about the incel community is that you feel entitled to sex or intimacy.
Entitled?
Do you believe that you deserve sex or intimacy from a woman?
Do you?
I think everybody at some level deserves someone that they.
You say yes.
Someone that loves them and respects them.
Like you're entitled to it.
Loving and respectful towards that person. They're an equal. You're not like seeking someone beyond yourself. You don't have too high standards, I suppose.
Damn.
You said most of the guys are just lonely. That's one thing girls don't take. They don't think about that.
Maybe I think they explained it at the beginning, but I think we can go back to it. But I think maybe it's like a self understanding type thing when you claim being an incel once you get to this certain point, and that's low-key just tough. Hold on. All right. I think they said it in the beginning. All right, here. Incel, a short involuntary celibate. An incel is a member of an online subculture that centers around not being sexually active despite the desire to be. So essentially, they just niggas that can't get laid.
Okay.
They
physically just can't, or
no, they just like the dude was talking about constant rejection over the years, and I think bitches not fuck with him, bro. I forgot the time stamp we read. Do you remember? It was it had to be
6 something.
It was 6 something. I'm gonna just go here. Wait.
Okay, noted. Thank you.
They need something.
You don't want to be
No.
They need something.
Why not?
Well, it's part of the whole involuntarily thing. You want to try and escape it. You want to be something better.
We watched this part.
Life with them, and I don't know. I guess I wish people would recognize how much effort I'm trying. I suppose. I'm working out typically daily. I've lost over 100 pounds.
Damn.
I'm out there job hunting
This boy
actively. I don't think people
100.
recognize how much effort.
That's kind of like Agent 00 in a year.
All right.
Chill.
Incels in general try to put into bettering themselves. I would say, people don't recognize their effort. They just assume that they're all lazy and sad and angry at women and just giving up and things of that nature, I suppose. You don't have to see the bad things in the world and then come out.
I guess you could say he is a good incel. Julie had a nice pick with this guy because, obviously he doesn't speak for the entire incel community. There could be some niggas out here who really are about that action.
Really are. They genuinely feel like they know everything about when it comes to getting girls and stuff, but then they physically
just can't. There's some niggas really out here just having a tough time.
Thousands of rejection.
Wait, didn't we watch one incel video and this nigga was literally talking about, bruh?
1,000 rejections in real life, 2,000 rejections online.
Yeah.
That's tough.
Literally.
That's tough.
3,000.
You can just see the bad things in the world and then improve upon yourself because of them.
So you do have hope
Yeah, I have hope. Yeah.
But you have to have hope.
I suppose.
I won't lie, this went a lot differently than I thought it would. I thought we'd be yelling at each other, you know?
It was nice to meet you.
It was nice to meet you too.
Damn.
Hello, thanks for watching the video. I hope you liked it.
Sure.
I mean, how you feel about it? Just truly, like,
anything.
You can't have shit, and that's tough.
Shit.
That's tough. I mean, yeah.
Like that one when that guy had 3,000 rejections, and like, oh my God, it has never. It aims at the bottom of the barrel.
Oh yeah, he was talking about eating for like fat girls, ugly girls, fat girls, all that. That one was tough, but I mean, yeah.
I mean, if you did 1,000 times, and 3,000, I'm not even gonna go to 3,000, but just 1,000 times. I'm sorry, at the bare minimum. Like one.
Hey.
Like that's truly just a different. You gotta be a different breed. There's nothing else.
You kind of do have to be a different breed. I feel like it comes to like a sense of entitlement. It probably has something to do with their personality. Like,
yeah,
see, they be talking about like yeah, it has to be their personality, but there's no way, because like I'm not gonna sit here and be like this dude isn't ugly, you feel me? Like he could probably find somebody, you know. But it's like look at him, look at him, like
I think everybody.
He's not ugly.
No, he's not ugly. It's got to be the way they act. They have to be doing something so bad that
there has to be something.
100% a rejection.
Or they probably weirdos. Most of them probably weirdos.
Yeah, but even if they're weird, bro.
There's some weird girls though. That is true.
Weird. I'm sorry, the guy at least be one.
Yeah,
like,
it's something with you. It's something with your personality.
At the bottom of the barrel too. Like, you guys got to be at least at the barrel.
Johnson.